Hi guys, hello. This is Maya here. I'm in Poland right now and I decided to record a part 2 of reverse culture shock. It's the summertime in Poland right now. I feel like I have a very different experience too. And yeah, I wanted to kind of show you what things were shocking for me again, what things I forgot about after like living in Japan for 4 years. It's not meant to criticize each of the country. Depends on the person. Everybody will like a different thing. For me, it's just shock about like what was different. So don't worry, I'm not criticizing Japan, I'm not criticizing Poland. And I decided to take you guys on a little trip. So I hope you enjoy that little video. Enjoy! Okay, so point number 1 is the weather. I live in Tokyo mostly, so I am basically limited to Tokyo weather. You know, there's Okinawa and there's Hokkaido and there's a lot of different climates there. But Polish climate is a typical 4-season. I know many people think it's a cold country. It's not a cold country. It's cold in the winter, but it's really hot in the summer. So today, for example, at the end of June, we had 36 degrees, but it's very dry. It's not humid, so you don't sweat so much. So even though I'm really hot right now, I don't really sweat that much. Basically because it's not humid. When it's really, really hot for a few days, you're gonna see clouds like these, storm clouds, dark clouds. You're gonna see them maybe once a week, and the storm will come, and then suddenly the temperature will drop really fast and really down. So from 36 degrees, there suddenly can be like 26 degrees. So it can be like 10 degrees drop. And thunder, arashi, it can come once a week, and it's usually pretty violent, like it's pretty dangerous. So Poland is a very safe country when it comes to nature. We don't have earthquakes, we don't have typhoons. Yeah, we are pretty calm when it comes to nature, but in summer, those thunderstorms are, I guess, the most dangerous thing that can happen. I will be going back because I can see those dark clouds, especially this one. This looks dangerous. I think the weather is really different things. I was very surprised when I first felt Tokyo summer and like super humid summer, just standing there and just sweating like crazy. That was very new for me because yeah, Polish summer, sometimes we have humid days, but it's like for maybe half a day, maybe one a day. So it's like very rare for us to have humid days. Well, I came here 5 days ago from Tokyo summer, which was really humid and hot, to Polish summer, which is very dry but still very hot. In winter it's really cold, and then autumn is like, you know, beautiful gold leaves, of course, but autumn is very rainy and very windy, so it's very different from Japanese autumn. In Poland we have a lot of trees and they will give yellow beautiful golden leaves, but we just cannot enjoy them because it's really rainy and windy and cold in autumn. So I do prefer Japanese autumn. It's amazing, it's so beautiful, but I do prefer Polish summer. It's much more pleasant. Now for number 2, it's daytime length. It's actually 7 p.m. right now. Wait. And it's really bright. My first night here like 5 days ago, yeah, I was sitting with my family on the porch because they wanted to come back, and suddenly my sister-in-law said that they have to go home, it's late. And I was like, huh, it's late? Because it was like super bright. So I was like, what? It must be like maybe 5 p.m. or something. But I look at the watch, it was 9 p.m. It's not late, but for a child, a small little child, 1-year-old, it's quite late, right? I will give you a picture actually of what it looked like. (10:40 p.m.) It was really late and very bright. So the daytime length in summer, it's not a cultural difference, it's more like a nature difference, but that surprised me a lot. It's almost 8 p.m. and there's sun there, very high in the sky. this right in front of my window in my bedroom, I want to just go to sleep earlier. It's difficult because I don't know why, but I don't have blinds in my room. Yeah, I asked my mom finally for blinds for the window because like got used to going to sleep when it's like super dark in my room now. Since in Japan it's getting dark like around 7 p.m. in the summertime. I definitely don't like having my room at the western side. Point number 3, finally actual culture shock. So today's Sunday in Poland, which is mostly people are Christian. So Sunday is considered very special, holy day. We are not supposed to work, so we are supposed to rest. It's a very important day in the religion. And because of that, in Poland on Sundays, you cannot do any shopping. If you go to the town, it's a ghost town. Like nobody's there. Maybe you're gonna pass by 2 or 3 cars, maybe like 3 people in the city, because nobody has anything to do. It's just really inconvenient if you are running out of food and you want to do some shopping. So I completely forgot, because in Japan it's so convenient every day and you can do shopping. Convenient, you can even go in the middle of the night. Yeah, Sundays are just very inconvenient in Poland, and from what I know, I think some other countries in Europe do the same thing. So also in some other countries, Sundays are not very great for shopping. Pretty difficult to find any kind of shop that will basically be opened. I'm gonna go to the gym, and I just wanted to show you how it looks like on Sunday. Everything is closed. Fortunately, the gym is open, but only from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. Normally this parking lot is like completely full because there's like a little shopping mall. Everything is closed. So the gym is open there, but here blocked off. You cannot go anywhere. Very typical Polish Sunday. There's a church there, and you can see how many cars are. There's probably a Sunday mass right now. Everything else is closed. All the businesses are, everything is closed. You cannot do any shopping. And that's when you can actually see a lot of people on Sunday after the church ceremony. People are coming back from church. It's gonna be a ghost town again. Listen to the nature. Listen to the beautiful bird sounds. It's amazing. I love it so much. So point number 4, I completely forgot about my kafunsho, my allergies. So since I was a little girl, I was really allergic to pollen. May, June, July were the worst months for me. I had like itchy eyes. I was sneezing all the time. I was having itchy throat. So in Japan, I don't know why, but every summer, I don't have allergies. This time I came to Poland in summer, and it's the peak of my allergy season because my house is in this beautiful natural area full of plants and pollen and grass and trees. This is my life right now. So yeah, that's not a culture shock, but it's just my personal shock. Point number 5. So if you sneeze, in Japan, people don't say anything. It's kind of like coughing or something. Like people don't really mind or don't care. But in English, we will say bless you. In Poland, first time we say na zdrowie, which is for good health. If you sneeze second time, we say 100 lat, which means 100 years. So we wish you to live 100 years. Third time, we say 200 years, and so on. Definitely, this is something that traditionally is very common. So if you don't say anything when someone sneezes, it's a little bit rude. So sometimes even when you sneeze in the shop, even someone you don't know actually tell you bless you, or they will say something, not always of course, but many times, because it's just so deep in culture that we do say something when we are sneezing. And I completely forgot. Actually, I had a situation today. My sister visited our house and she sneezed, and everybody in my family said bless you, and I was the only one not saying anything. And then I was like, oh, bless you. I completely completely forgot because in Japan we just stopped kind of saying it. So this is definitely another reverse culture shock that I experienced here in Poland. Point number 6 is actually all these tattoos. If you know me from the YouTube channel, you are aware that I have a lot of tattoos. And in Japan, of course, the tattoos are not very common. It's completely fine. Like I don't mind. But it's interesting that in summer, some people will look at me, especially maybe elderly in Tokyo, or people will comment on my tattoos because people are kind of curious about them, which is really nice. I'm always happy to explain the meaning behind my tattoo. But in Poland, it's completely different. So I didn't include it in my last video because it was winter. Everybody was wearing coats. It was really, really cold. It was November. Now it's July. It's really hot. In summer, we have like 35, sometimes 40 degrees. Last week was 38. Because it's summer and because it's hot, of course people wear short sleeves, crop tops. Like I kind of wasn't used to so many people having tattoos. I think like maybe 80% of people have tattoos. Like everyone I see everywhere has tattoos. I really love tattoos even on other people. I know in Japan there are some reasons why tattoos are not very common. It's just a deeply in culture. In the West, it's just a fashion thing. For me, tattoos are half is fashion and half is meaningful. So yeah, in Poland it's just treated much more lightly. So for example, I go to the gym in Japan. When I was signing membership, I had to tell them like, hey, I get tattoos. Is it okay? And they told me to cover my tattoos. So every time I go to the gym, I always wear on my right arm this like sun cover kind of thing just to not show my tattoos. But in Poland, of course, everybody has tattoos. So you don't even say that you have tattoos, because if you say, hey, I have tattoos, is it okay? People will look at you strange. So it's completely different approach for that. I respect in Japan that tattoos are not very common. In Poland, for me, I felt a little bit more kind of normal. Of course, there are still some people who are against tattoos. Poland is still quite a traditional country in some areas. So sometimes people will be like not happy with tattoos, but tattoos. At the gym, I can just show all of my tattoos. So I have like tattoos everywhere and nobody really cares. I can go like this. Another point is how organized Japan is. When you go to supermarket, products are kind of not really put on the shelves. Well, they are, but they are still in like boxes and stuff like this. In Japan, of course, everything is in like perfect order, and I really, really love that. And the same in the gym. So for example, if someone is using plates, they put them in the same area that it was there, so you know which kilogram plates where they are. Polish gym, no, like that, all the plates are in different spots. It's a mess. So it's just like people don't care as much about like order as in Japan. So I really, really like that in Japan. The order is so well. I am a little bit like sensitive about like finding things in the right places because my mind is a mess. How do you expect me to find things if they are not well organized? I cannot. So the headache I have sometimes in some supermarket, in the gym, or somewhere in Poland with finding stuff. One more culture shock point: driving. Aside which vehicles people go on. So in Poland we drive on the right side. In Japan we drive on the left side. And now I'm driving a lot. And so sometimes I look in the wrong way, so it was kind of dangerous when I was driving, but no, it's okay. So yeah, driving is another one. There is another point of culture shock that I completely forgot to say. If you are in a public toilet in Poland and in Europe, I think in general, I'm not sure. Look at this. You have to pay free water, which is like 100 yen basically. We don't use euros in Poland. And then you can go take a little ticket in the shopping mall. You have a little bonus to buy stuff. And you go to the toilet. We have rice pudding, which in Japan is not very common. It's a sweet rice with maybe some milk and some flavors, so like vanilla flavor, chocolate, strawberry, pistachio. Ooh, I might buy that one actually. Well, this one is like a yogurt, so it's cold, but you can have warm ones. And another culture shock, I guess. In Poland, they don't give you those plastic spoons or anything in kombini. I forgot, and I had to go to buy those baby spoons. We have the rice pudding now. So usually the rice is covered with like some cream at the top, and then at the bottom, pistachio cream. Let's try. You should try it. It's really good. I just thought about another reverse culture shock. Trash cans. Oh my gosh, there's no trash cans in Japan. Well, except for stations. Oh my gosh, it's starting to rain. In Poland, trash cans, well, this is really dirty. I don't like that. But trash cans are everywhere. You can see them in every corner. There's one. Then there's a second one there in the park. There's a third one there, a really messy one. Oh, and there's a fourth one. So yeah, there's a lot of trash cans everywhere. But I don't honestly believe you need so many. I like that in Japan, people take care that, you know, they don't throw away stuff. Even though we have so many trash cans, still, it's a little bit more messy than in Japan. But yeah, there's too many trash cans in Poland. Like, look, there's another one. Like, what the One other culture shock that I experienced is that in Japan, you don't go inside the fitting room with shoes on. But in Poland and Europe, you can put your shoes on and you can walk in with your shoes on. I prefer Japanese way because it's much cleaner. Also, we don't have those like makeup bags on head, so sometimes new clothes will have some like makeup stains. But I do prefer Japanese way for sure. And also look at this. Yes, maybe, no. Not every shop in Poland has that, but this one, it's Sinsei. It's actually Polish clothing store. Very cheap clothes and very, very nice clothes, very fashionable. I think it's just a fun thing. It's not like a culture shock, but it's really fun. So yeah, let's buy some clothes, some more clothes. Also, to show you how cheap they are. So 1,400 yen, 50 zlotys. So this is 20. So this is like, yeah, 800, 800 yen, 700 yen gurai. Very cheap clothing store, but like super awesome clothes. Let me show you a problem of when you're a small person in a country of big people. So I'm 154, I'm relatively short, like average Polish girl is like 163, 165. And so when you go buy pants, this happens. All pants are too long. So I always have to ask my mom to like make them shorter. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I'm too small for Polish pen sizes. Great. Another one on culture shock list being on escalator. So you know how in Tokyo everybody stands on the left side of the escalator, and Osaka everybody stands on the right side, and then whoever wants to go faster, they go on like either like right in Tokyo or left in Osaka. Basic one side of escalator is for people standing and another side is for people walking. In Poland, no, there's just like everybody stands on the whole escalator. If you're in a hurry, then well, it's your problem because like nobody moves. Oh my god, I was so annoyed because I'm a fast walker and I love going everywhere fast. So that was so annoying for me. Oh my gosh, why don't we stand on one side? I don't understand. So thank you, Japan, for being so organized. We're going to Berlin. I'm going to see one of my best friends. I live very close to Berlin, so I just have to take a train for like 2 hours. So I got into the wrong train when I was going to Berlin. That's awesome. I live in Tokyo, a city with the most complicated train lines in the world, and I never got into the wrong train in Tokyo. I did it in Poland. So now I had to book another train and I will be 1 hour later in Berlin. Oh my god. Okay, I'm in the train and I had to book a first class because all the trains were booked. Here was my Polish reverse culture shock. I actually just moved to Osaka, so it's another culture shock from Tokyo to Osaka. Definitely this summer is a culture shock summer. I did experience some reverse culture shock, this time even more I feel than last time because I was longer in Poland. And there are many more things that I could talk about forever, ever. I hope you enjoyed, you liked it. Again, sorry for my no makeup face, but oh my gosh, Osaka is so humid and so hot. I'm not putting any makeup on. If you liked it, press a like. If you have not, please subscribe to our channel. And yeah, see you in the next video. Bye guys! My dog coming. Maybe you remember him from the first video at the beginning. He was running around like crazy. That's the same dog.